refreshing. This is part 2 of Teen Wolf Tuesday, where I talk about episode 2 of season 3, which aired last night, which I was so ecstatic about. Okay, I love Teen Wolf. I love it. I'm gonna name my child Teen. And his middle name's gonna be Wolf. And I'll call him TW. That sounds legit. Anyway, last night's episode was kind of a lot. There's a lot of plot twists. For me, anyway. Basically, we see Derek's new loft, which looks good. Peter comes back, and he's Peter, honestly. And Derek is sassy. There's sassy Derek, and it made me happy. It really did. We get a little Steric time. There's a scene where Styles is basically trying to like embarrass Derek and call him out and saying that he can't do something, and then Derek proves him wrong, and sassy Derek and Styles. It's so my OTP. Basically we find out that the insignia left on Allison and Lydia's wrist is it's an insignia for a bank. It's like their logo. And so it's very and then we also find out that alphas, which you find this out in episode 1, I just forgot to mention it, but that alphas can take your memories and share your memories by like stabbing you in the back of the neck, which is weird because ow. But so Peter comes over, Derek is sassy, Peter does the whole neck thing to Isaac and tries, but kind of doesn't get very far, but Derek knows that Deucalion is somehow involved. And so they go to Deaton, who's the vet, who I love. God, he's just so, like, stone. He's so stony to me. He's, like, and so serious all the time, and I love it. So there's Deaton, and there's, like, an ice bath, and Isaac gets in it, which I read somewhere that he did that for real, which, fuck that, if you know what I'm saying. But they, like, submerge him in it, and he's, like, freaking out, and then he finally comes down, and he floats to the surface, and takes a breath, and it was just like, no. And then Deaton is talking to him about how, you know, he needs him to remember, and then, like, this is, like, a remembering tool, which, I mean, if you shoved me in ice water, I would hate you. I would literally hate you. And so he starts spouting off these memories that he has, and lo and behold, he says that Erica is dead. And Styles looks... Honestly, Styles is the one who tells him, but did you guys... Did he look a little hurt to you? Like, a little more hurt than everybody else? I don't know, maybe it's just what I was looking for, but he, like, looked genuinely disappointed. Oh! In the beginning of the episode, Styles is going to have sex with a girl. And he's only 16, and she's 17, and he's a virgin, and she's a virgin, and their moms were friends, and they'd been together, or they hadn't been together, but they'd been, you know, like, friends, and they took bubble baths together as babies, and, like, and then she gets taken, and she probably dies. I'm not saying she does, I hope she doesn't, and I hope Styles really gets him some ass this season. He needs it. He's, like, the last one. We are going to Derek's loft, talking about how they're going to break into this bank where they're keeping Boyd and now an unknown character at this point in the story, which we all know who it is now, if you watched it and if you, like, follow the show. Basically, Boyd and this no-name have been kept in a bank vault with a certain stone. I think they said Agamemnite, I'm not sure, but whatever, it, like, traps them away from the moon. It refracts the moon's light, so they haven't, like, shifted in, like, 3 moons, which I'm assuming is, like, a girl not having your period for 3 months, like, unnaturally, and then the moment you get your period, it's like Niagara Falls. But it's like Shark Week, Niagara Falls. Oh my god. Ew. So it's basically like that. Derek does his werewolf shrinky ninja shit and punched through the wall, which kind of turned me on. A little. Not a lot, though. Whatever. And there is Boyd, and Boyd's alive, and I'm kind of, like, relieved. And somehow, Allison breaks in before. I forgot to mention that. I'm so sorry. I'm losing it. Allison breaks in first, and they don't know that. And the girl, and I don't know her name. God, I'm so sorry. Someone needs to comment on this and tell me her name. I think she's I want to say she's Deaton's niece. They look the same. Or maybe his daughter. But I like the label of niece. Anyway, she's there, and she's like, Allison, you need to go lock yourself in a closet, and when the fighting starts, you need to come out and help these bitches. And Allison's like, what are you talking about? And the girl's like, just do it. And I'm like, why is she there? Red flag. Whatever. Allison locks herself in a closet, spills some ammonia so the werewolves won't smell her. Whatever. She's smart. Her dad was a werewolf hunter, for God's sakes. Back to where we were, Derek sees Boyd, and Derek's like trying to help him, and then Styles calls Scott, tells him about the rock and how they haven't shifted in 3 moons, and they're basically going to be like killing people. They just like want to kill, and they need to calm the fuck down with that shit. And then a little brown-headed girl who's so cute steps out of the light, and Derek and those eyebrows, oh my god, I was gonna cry. I was literally feeling it in the pit of my stomach. Like, Derek looked so hurt. Oh my god. Ugh. It's getting to me. And he says, Cora. Now, all of the talk up until now that I've read says that Derek had sisters and brothers. And we all know Laura. And at first when he said Cora, I thought he said Laura, and I was like, no, she was cut in half, and I'm pretty sure you can't really come back from that, like, but he says Cora, and that's when I go to Tumblr, and everyone is like, holy shit, Cora, motherfucking Cora, though, it's Cora, and then, which is weird, because it's Cora and Laura, so does Derek have a brother named Eric? I don't know. Anyway. And Allison comes out of the closet. And there's a line of mountain ash that... There's a circle around the, like, bank vault that Deaton's niece daughter... Then it closes. So now Derek and Scott are trapped with Derek's sister and Boyd. And Boyd is trying to kill Scott, and Derek is not trying to kill his sister. And he's doing a pretty good job, but she's, you know, giving him a run for his money. He's bleeding, which sucks there. And they're fighting, and then Allison comes out, and Derek's like, no, don't break the circle. But Allison's like, fuck you, Derek, you killed my mom. And breaks the circle, runs out, and Boyd and Cora just, like, bolt forward. They're like, you know what, the circle's broken, fuck you guys. And they run out of the bank, and Derek starts, like, yelling at Allison, saying how there's, like, you know, like, they're gonna kill everybody for no reason, and all this fun stuff. And then Allison's like, my mom died, I make mistakes. And Derek's like, yeah, well, your mom tried to kill Scott, but without really saying that. And then she's like, and then he goes, tell her, Scott. And then Scott's like, well, shit, I'm trying to get back with her. And we find out that Lydia wants one of the twins, and the other twin is gay, and Danny likes him. I think I want Danny to have a boyfriend. But I don't want it to be the twin. I love the twins, don't get me wrong. I feel like if I want anyone to, like, survive out of the Alpha Pack experience, I want it to be the twins, and I want them to, like, come into Derek's pack and not be alphas and turn into, like... They'd probably turn into omegas, honestly, but whatever. And just, like, be with Danny and be with Lydia, and everyone's happy, and Jackson's gone. Oh my god, Jackson's gone. I forgot to mention that, too, but whatever. And that's what okay. In the next episode, here's what I want to happen. I want there to be an established bond between Danny and one of the twin werewolves. I'm gonna say Aiden. Aiden is a hotter name anyway. Ethan's a pretty hot name, but I like Aiden better. So I want Danny and Aiden to get together. I want them to have sex. I want it to be on camera. And I want to have feels for that. I want that to be my next OTP. I want Ethan and Lydia to, you know, do that thing as well. I want Scott to confront Allison about it, and I want more Steric. Definitely want more Steric. And here's what I think. I think that Lydia is some kind of a medium, maybe? Some kind of like a... I mean, werewolves exist. And Deaton exists. I don't know what he is. I think he's some sort of like wizard, honestly. But I think Lydia's a medium. She, I think Peter just like destroyed her beyond repair. I don't know. But I think she can do things that not any other people can do. Yeah. So, tune in next Tuesday on Teen Wolf Tuesday and leave your comments below. Tell me what you thought about this episode of Teen Wolf. Tell me who your OTPs are. Tell me if you want Danny to get with Aiden. Tell me what you want to see in the next episode of Teen Wolf. And tell me how Teen Wolf makes you feel. And subscribe to me. And follow my Tumblr. And my Vine. And my Instagram. Bye!